Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and thanks for joining me again for another product review. I'm Andrew Hernandez, aka Narcissist, and today we're going to be taking a look at a very popular product. So this is a product well known amongst beginners in the pomade community because it's so well advertised. You see it a lot in barber shops, you'll see it on billboards, people sporting the shirts, the hats. It's a very well known product. A lot of people like it, a lot of people don't. If you guys haven't guessed already, today we're going to be taking a look at Suavecito Firme. So this is the firm hold, or stronghold actually, of the line. This is a pomade brewed out of Santa Ana, California. It says Firme hold, which actually translates to firm hold in English, but right here it says stronghold. But I honestly don't know if there's too much of a difference between firm and strong, so whatever with that. This is a gel type pomade. It's actually one of the first gel types that I actually used when getting into gel type pomades. It has like a bit of a cola color, brown cola color, and the scent is like a, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a kind of cheap cologne. It's nice though. It's not just like, it's like a very unique cologne scent, I guess. I don't know. To me, when it gets too hot, it starts to smell a bit like older person, which I'm not too keen of. But I do like it in the fresher seasons, so it stays really nice and like vibrant, I guess, during the colder seasons, and then during like very hot temperatures it gets very kind of like, I don't know, old people smelling, in my opinion. Sorry if you guys like it. If you guys like it, everybody's nose is different. So I just recently got a haircut. I'm gonna be using this today, so it should give it a good test. I also did change the camera angle. If you guys didn't notice, I purchased a new tripod. Cool, right? Actually, it makes me feel a little bit more comfortable while doing these videos, because I'm not talking directly to the camera. I don't know, I just like it a lot. Sorry about that. I didn't show the scoop out, but the scoop out was pretty easy. I got a pretty decent sized scoop. I don't know if you guys could see that. Oh. Rubbing it in the hands. Like magic. So that scent's really coming out right now. If you have really curly hair, I would suggest rubbing this in more or less on the drier side. Right now my hair's pretty straight because of the haircut, but I do have a friend who has very curly hair and says he can't get this product to work, but I know that this is probably one of the stronger pomades out there. Like I said, try to get it to drier styled hair, not completely straight out of the shower or anything. So far I've used about 2 scoops. I'm just going to continue on with the application. Alright, so I got my hair slicked down. With the product strength and the lack of hair it makes right now for a pretty good slick back. I don't think I like the way the slick backs look on me personally, but if you guys wanted to, you guys could get a pretty nice tight slick back with this. I'm going to go ahead and start forming the part of my hair and try to get it more at an angle. There you are. Okay, cool. Alright, so I got my hair nicely parted. I don't know if you guys can see too well, but I'm going to go ahead and add some reinforcement pomade in like the back of my hair and then like right around the front of my crown of my hair, just to make sure no hair tries to stick up. And I'm going to go ahead and go over it with the Denman brush and just get everything nice and slicked down. So today I'm going to be using my Denman brush. And just make sure that hair is really nice and slick. Although as you guys can see, it didn't really need too much slickness because it was already doing the job. That's most gel pomades tend to do that. Give you like a nice look. Alright, cool. So one thing you'll notice about this pomade while using it is your hair does start to harden up right away. Almost immediately after the pomade sets, it starts to dry like really hard, or really fast actually. So you kind of have to race to get it in the style that you want it in. Right now I'm going to go ahead and check out the back of my hair just to make sure everything's nice and in place. Everything looks fine. So I'm going to go ahead and start pumping the front as much as I can get it, or as high as I can get it. So I don't have too much hair, but it's actually doing what I want it to do. Something about this pomade also is that you're working with mainly just brute strength, so you don't get as much control out of the pomade that you want. It's more the pomade just doing its own thing, and your hair kind of follows along with what it's forced to do, which isn't always my favorite characteristic in a pomade. I like when a pomade does have a lot of strength, but also a lot of control, so you can tell your hair what to do and not the pomade forcing your hair to do exactly what it's doing, I guess, if that makes any sense. I don't know. The only thing that I can really explain to you is that strength and control are two different things. So when a pomade is very strong, your hair does what it's forced to do, I guess. So if I wanted my hair to start slicking over on this side, it's going to just want to stand straight up and not do what I want it to do, and ends up kind of doing its own thing because of the strength of the pomade. And it's kind of confusing. But I don't have too much more styling left. I'm just going to go ahead and give it a couple of tweaks, and then I'm going to just show you the finishing result. Alright, so that's what the back of my hair looks like, and the top of my hair as well. I don't know if that's completely visible, but I do have like a really sharp, hard part. You guys could notice it. It's actually what I always aim for when I'm when I'm styling my hair. I'm actually really happy with the result of the product today. It might have a lot to do with the fact that my hair was shorter and easier to work with. Sometimes when it gets a little bit longer, my hair tends to fight the pomade, or not really fight it, but like say I tried to get it to stand up this way and then comb back this way, it'll stand up this way and then stand up that way, and it doesn't want to actually lay back like I normally get the sides to kind of go in like some type of arch. So that tends to happen to me when I get longer hair. I don't know if that happens to everybody or just me. It may just have to do with how I style it or whatever, but today I did exceptionally well, like I said. No real problems with it. Something that you guys may or may not like about this is how heavy it sets in your hair. Basically, once to where you want it and you just leave it alone, it'll stay like that almost the whole day. Pretty much, actually, the whole day. You won't even have to touch it. But if you do decide to restyle, I would suggest with the comb, just go ahead and run it through some water and then try to comb it through, because if you were to comb it through with this just straight like dry comb, it might crackle and crunch and it might tug on your hair and it might hurt. So I would suggest actually just running your comb through water. If you have like a spray bottle, go ahead and spray some water in your hair to kind of just soften up the product, and just go ahead and recomb. I don't know how well that works for most of you guys, but it works for me. These are just tips and advice. Right now, the smell, it doesn't come through too heavy. It does kind of like permeate the room while you're applying, but after a while it kind of goes away. At least I don't know if that's because I stopped smelling it after a while or it just does go away and die down, but I know people do end up smelling it throughout the day. Like if you pass by them, they'll notice it for sure. It doesn't like work too well with other colognes. That's something that you might want to keep in mind as well. If you're wearing a certain deodorant, one might overpower the other, or they just might not mix well together. But just keep that in mind. You guys might like the smell, you guys might not like it, you might like the pomade, you might not. So just go ahead and take into consideration all things seen in this product review, and then you guys can decide for yourself whether or not you like the pomade. You can pick this up at basically any barbershop in Los Angeles, honestly. I'm not saying every, but almost every barbershop in Los Angeles carries this stuff, and a lot of people swear by this stuff, so you can go ahead and pick this up. It usually retails anywhere from around $12 to $15. You can buy this online at Suavecito. Has like a website, I'm sure. You can find it on Amazon. You can find it on hedgelion.com. You guys can find it on Mr. Pomade. There's so many sites that carry this stuff. I'll list a couple in the link below. Also, guys, if you guys wanted to follow me on any of my social medias, I do have an Instagram, I have a Facebook, I have a Snapchat, I have a Twitter. So I'll go ahead and post those all on the link below. Go ahead and make sure to like and subscribe this video if you did enjoy watching it, or if you guys saw anything that was helpful in this video. So thanks for the support again. Thanks for coming back, and I'll see you guys around next time.